My dear friends, once again I'm here with a new reflection, a very important reflection on the Lenten season. We are all getting ready for this great season which will last for 40 days and it will begin on Ash Wednesday. Often we think about this season as a negative season because we got to avoid a lot of things, our parties, our drinking, our smoking, or many other weddings, etc. And sometimes we say, don't know when this time will end and we will celebrate Easter, then once again we'll be exactly what we were. But is that the reason why we celebrate this? No, it is not a negative season. Rather, it's a very much of a positive season. It is exactly like someone getting sick and he decides that his health must improve. So he has to take many measures. He has to avoid certain foods. He may have to take measures which he may not like because the doctor may say you have to do this and that. But all these are something positive. What is positive? That his health may return back. Similarly, we now feel that we must get our health of our soul back as we were, as the Lord wants us to be. It gives us great peace and great joy. Because when we are disturbed inwardly, then our outward life also begins exactly the negative way with which we live. We may not notice it because we may not pay attention to it. And this season, this long time that we have been given, is the time to reflect and by various other means with which we got to correct ourselves. How do we do it? We do it by various means. We go for confession. We also do penance. We start distributing certain things to the poor and the needy and many other things. But all that is exactly for a transformation that must take within us. Let me go back to the people of Israel who walked for 40 days. They were under slavery in Egypt. It was difficult for them to come out. Many of them felt it is better to be there. Why to come out? But when they came out, they had to walk 40 years in the wilderness. It was tough. They were tested in every way. But by the time they reached the end of it, then they realized the chosen race, as they were called, were worth living. For the God who called them out had purified them. Similarly, we also feel that many other people would have got purified if they had to go through the same exercise. I want to begin with a small little story. Namely, there was a huge tree which was admired by everyone. And people used to say, this great tree must be at least 300 to 400 years old. And no storm would ever affect it. But one day, when there was absolutely no storm, the tree fell. And everyone was thinking, what really happened? This couldn't have happened. When they cut the tree, they saw the white ants. They had entered into it, and outwardly it was looking okay, but inwardly it had become hollow, and the tree fell. The same thing could happen to you and me, physically, psychologically, and spiritually. You see, when we don't go to the doctor and we don't do any test, often we don't know what is happening within us. And suddenly we find the fellow is dead. Same thing had happened to our soul as well. That I may not pay attention and I may go on as it is. The way I walk, the way I talk, the way I relate, that all may be same. मेरे प्यारे भाई और बहनों, जिंदगी में अगर परिवर्तन लाना है, उसके लिए कुछ समय निकालना है. और इसीलिए यह 40 के समय हमें दिया गया है. इस समय हम मनन चिंतन करते हैं, अपने बारे में सोचते हैं. अक्सर हम दूसरों के बारे में सोचते हैं कि दूसरे क्या कर रहे हैं. इस बार हम ऐसा नहीं करते. और इसके लिए हमें एक दर्पण दिया है. वह दर्पण है हमारे प्रभु, जिन्होंने अपना दुख सहा और उसके बाद वो पुनर्जीवित हो गए. उसमें हम देखते हैं और अपने जीवन की तुलना करते हैं. तब हमें पता लगता है कि हम में कुछ गलतियां हम कर रहे हैं. हमारा व्यवहार सही नहीं है, और इस प्रकार इसको ठीक करने की लिए जरूरत है। आखिर हम ऐसा क्यों करें? इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि असली खुशी हमें तभी मिलती है जब हमारा जीवन सही है। अगर हम अपना जीवन को सुधारेंगे नहीं तो हमारा जीवन वैसे का वैसा रहेगा और हमारा जो संबंध है वो टूट सकते हैं या सही नहीं हो सकते हैं। तो इसीलिए ये कोई नेगेटिव सीजन नहीं है, एक पॉजिटिव सीजन है। पॉजिटिव क्योंकि दुख भोग में सम्मिलित होने के बाद हम जब बाहर निकलेंगे तो अपनी जिंदगी सही जरूर होगी। लेकिन अक्सर क्या होता है कि हम ये सोचते हैं ये समय कब खत्म होगा, क्योंकि हम दुखी हो जाते हैं या हम पार्टी नहीं कर सकते, शादियों में नहीं जा सकते हैं और इसीलिए ये खत्म होते ही हम करेंगे। और बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो पीना छोड़ देते हैं लेकिन जैसे ही त्योहार खत्म हो जाता है दोबारा पीना लगते हैं। और इसीलिए जो स्मोकिंग नहीं करते हैं दोबारा स्मोकिंग करते हैं और उनका व्यवहार वैसा का वैसा रह जाता है। अगर ऐसी बात है तो यह जीवन जो हमें बिताना है, जो समय है, वो बेकार हो जाएगा, कोई मतलब का नहीं होगा। तो इसीलिए कलीसिया हमें आज बुलावा देती है, इसके बारे में सोचो, सोच कर सोचो कि हमें क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, कैसे किस प्रकार के जीवन हमें जरूरी है। एक व्यक्ति को कुछ कमी करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो दूसरे को कुछ और होगा, लेकिन हमें इसका एनालिसिस करना पड़ेगा। जब तक हम अपनी जिंदगी का एनालिसिस नहीं करते हैं तब तक अपनी जिंदगी नहीं बदलती है। तो आइए प्यारे भाई और बहनों, यह समय एक अमूल्य समय है, इसको बर्बाद ना करें और इसको एक सकारात्मक रूप में बिताने के लिए हम कोशिश करें। और जितना हम ज्यादा कोशिश करेंगे उतना ही प्रभु हमें मदद करेगा। जो आगे बढ़ता है वो पीछे मुड़कर नहीं देखता और किसी भी प्रकार का कठिनाइयों का जो झेलना वो तैयार हो जाता है। सो वंस अगेन विश यू अ ग्रेट लेंटन सीजन। कीप स्माइलिंग। गॉड ब्लेस यू।